Guys, I am so excited to be able to show you my completed sketchbook because this sketchbook has been going on way too long, like way too long. I just picked these ones up from Michael's. I think they've changed now, so I don't know if I will be continuing. I have one more like this that I had pre-bought, so my next one will be the same. But going forward after that, I don't know what kind of sketchbook I will be using. So why I say it's been going on too long is because I started it in 2021, which is 5 years ago. So that's way too long. And it feels like when a sketchbook takes that long to complete, it feels like, wow, you don't do a lot of art. But I do other things, right? So maybe the sketchbook hasn't been a priority in these past 5 years because it's taken so long to finish. But let's just start. There's going to be a variety of things in here. Lots of it is just playing around. Lots of times I have acrylic in here because I've been working on an acrylic piece outside of the sketchbook and I have extra paint and I don't want to waste it. So then I do something like this. So yeah, I just made a leaf spread here with my acrylic paint blobs, and it's probably like a Sharpie or something. This was a video here on my channel testing out the Crayola colors of the world, I think, skin tones. So that was this video. I can link that. This was an abstract one. Just like doing pumpkins. It must have been autumn or something. This page I really like. It's very pretty, I guess. Just kind of a wallpapery style pattern. Again, just doodles with acrylic paint. Obviously had some left over. This one was oil pastels on an acrylic background, so you'll see a lot of that in here too. So this is just one of those little crabs. I think they're pretty cute. The crabs with the eyes that pop up. I like those. Those are cute crabs. And I put parchment whenever there is oil-based crayons because they will transfer on to the other page. This is another pattern one. So I just had my excess acrylic and then I added I think I did this with Posca pens, just the flower detail, just something to do. Again, some of this is just blurbs of randomness that I didn't even, continue. Some of this I attempted to make some kind of pattern or print. So this one was very color theme focused. Like I really liked these colors, so then I wanted to do something with the acrylic that I had blobbed on here. Again, acrylic base, just added some kind of Posca paint details on top, bit of a landscape. Again, so these two I actually was trying the method where you blob paint and then you scrape it with like a flat thing, like a credit card type object. So I was trying to see if I could, what that was like, because I'd never really played with that before. And as you can see, this is I think going to be the last you see of this because I didn't quite get a handle on it or understand how it works. So here's some just random doodles, I guess. This is another acrylic base, and because my pencil sketching is so light, you probably can't even see it, but these are supposed to be like 3 Christmassy themed peg dolls. So this is a bit of a nutcracker, and then this is a bit of a, like she's got a dress on, and this is the kid, I guess. But there's a lot of details in a very light pencil crayon that you can't see. This was a recent video making a mushroom on top of an acrylic background. This was also a video. I don't remember what the theme of this video was, but I do believe that this is crayon. So there's that. I guess I left this page because I didn't want to deal with it, I guess. A little, what is this? This is just pencil crayon and a bit of white Posca paint pen, I think. I think that's all this is. Here's some pencil doodles, and then I had made a unicycle riding juggling circus bear in a pajama onesie, and I was trying to figure out the color schemes for him. So this was my exploration of that. Now this, okay, so for the next 31 pages, I had originally wanted to do, what's it called? Inktober, and do a Bible verse for every day, and then a bit of an image that represented the verse, and then add a gold accents to it. So I did this for quite a few days, but I did not finish. So there are going to be a lot at the back here that aren't completed. So I'll just run these through for you now. And you can pause if you want to read the verses and then look at the imagery to see how it connects. First Samuel 18, Matthew chapter 4, Revelation 21, Isaiah 40, Exodus 8, and sometimes I didn't know what to make gold, so I didn't do any gold accent. Mark 10. It interrupts the flow of Inktober, but I made a art piece for my parents. My mom asked for a specific color scheme and pumpkins, and so this is what I made, and so this was me testing out different color scheme ideas, and this is the one that I went with. Continuing on the Inktober idea, Isaiah 65, Numbers 32, Song of Solomon 4, Mark 16. This is aptly timed because we just had Easter recently. So this one is, and he said to them, "Do not be alarmed. You seek Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He has risen. He is not here. See the place where they laid him." So, encouragement to you all, he has risen, and he is alive today. Proverbs 18, Judges 3, Luke 1, 1 Timothy 4, Numbers 32, Numbers 13, Psalm 78, Psalm 107, Jonah 3, Mark 13, Matthew 13, Matthew 8, Luke 22, Proverbs 30. Now here we have a handful of pages that I had not finished. So I do have the sketch here. You will likely not be able to see it because it's so light. But I have a sketch here and a verse here. So this was supposed to be Proverbs 25. This was supposed to be 1 Samuel 17. Acts verse 2 or chapter 2. Daniel chapter 3. And that's it. So I guess there's not too many that I missed. So just like 4. Yeah, not too terrible many, but that was the plan. It didn't quite fully get completed, but the ones that I did finish, I do have shorts for on my Instagram. So if you want to see them and a little video snippet short or reel, go check out my Instagram, linked below. So this page is just sketching an elderly character, specifically a man, because in my graphic novel story idea that I'm developing off screen here, there is an elderly man character in it, and I'm just kind of testing out what do I want him to look like, what are some of his features, you know, stuff like that. So I'm practicing a little. This was a video from IKEA markers, and I just drew a bunch of manatees, and I really like this page actually. This is just sketching faces. I think this was a video as well. I don't really like how any of these sketches turned out, but oh well, it was an experiment maybe. Another, oh yeah, this, and this is just like Christmas cookie shapes. This is the girl's face that I sketched, and this is like a tower with alcohol markers. This is from, okay, I guess this is from a recent oil pastel video, but then this one I did off camera. I really like this bee, he's cute. But yeah, I have to keep this on here. Oh, it's like cracking. That's interesting. Huh. But anyway, I have to keep this between them, especially because they're both sides are oil pastel. And this is on acrylic base. This, I can't really twist it for you just because the way that the format of the camera is right now. But it was a scribble, my own little scribble experiment, I guess. I wanted to scribble a bunch of lines and see if I could find anything, and I found these two mice. I didn't really like the female mouse, but I kind of like the boy mouse. He's kind of cool looking. This was again using up the acrylic paper, using oil pastels on top of it, and kind of making a, not a landscape per se, but like a village scene, I guess. This is just some excess marks. This was a challenge from 2025. I wanted to sketch or do something in my sketchbook every day. I wanted to go for the whole year, but it didn't really turn out that way. I did do a lot, but it didn't happen every day. So what I did was, I'm a big names person, so I just love names. These aren't necessarily my favorite names, but I just like names. So what I did was I picked a color scheme, put it in on the top in gouache, and then wrote a random name to match the color scheme, and then did a couple sketches to match the color scheme. And here, some of them I will have found a washi that kind of goes with the color scheme and added it as well. So these are very light. Not sure if you can see them, but this is a girl and this is a hedgehog with mushrooms. A lot of these in this particular challenge I got directly from other artists. So this character is not mine. This character is from Chat Poupette. So that's the artist. So I made sure to write down the artist when I was directly copying, because it's not mine, it's not my piece of art, but I just wanted, you know, I think it's good to mimic other artists when you're practicing, because you kind of get a feeling of how they do things, where they put shadows, you know, the shapes of certain things, the shapes of a face, the shape of an ear. So I do think it's really good practice. But just to make sure you don't take the credit for yourself. So this is credit where credit is due, right? And a fox. And some of these I will have found on like Pinterest, and maybe the artist wasn't linked or something, so I don't know. So if you see something here that you recognize, then please let me know and I can put the artist in. But this color scheme, name, so Vieta, Leighton, Morris, Fallon, another girl's face, Rael, some cozy cottage and mushroom scene, Avon, a girl in a window, Callahan. I really like Callahan for a girl, it's quite cute. Dragon, Briar, some mushrooms, inspired by Abbey toads. Milo, with a whale, Hadassah, inspired by Just Jenny's. So a lantern here with a butterfly. And then here I continued the challenge of doing art a day, but I didn't do the gouache color samples on top, and I stopped doing the names. So I'm just practicing now. So this one is from Carl Carrillo. That's his art. This one, I couldn't find the artist name for this one, but this is also not my character. I just copied someone else's character just to practice. There's a moon. There's a, what is this? Some kind of cow or something. Yeah, McDonald's meal. I did keep to like the color scheme though. Like I picked like a handful of colors and then I made the piece of art with those colors. So that's why they're very minimal colors. All of them starting here are very minimal colors because that's how I wanted to tackle it. I feel like when there's too many options, like you can draw anything in any color, in any style, with any medium, you know, I almost feel a little bit overwhelmed. I need a little bit of like reduced options to focus on the art itself. So, squirrel. This one is also not my art, but I guess I couldn't find the artist to tag here. This one is, it was just Sue. I couldn't find like an Instagram for this Sue or anything connecting to this Sue, but it was credited as Sue. So these are both not my art. Like I drew these, but they're not my characters. Lion with a Bible. A unicorn. This one's inspired by Vertigo. I really like how this bunny turned out. It's really cute. Some lady in a medieval type winter outfit. This was, I was able to connect to an art summit online class with Charlie Clements, or Carly. I don't know if you pronounce the H. But anyways, it was an experimentation of different eyes, different noses, different mouths, and then mixing them on different characters. So these were also not my characters. These are from the course. And it wasn't really a course. It was just like an hour or something, but the online thing. So these are not my characters, but it was from that online thing. This is also from the online art summit. This part of it was by Sandra Stobbs, I think. This was more so like trying to figure out your style, trying to figure out your interests, stuff like that. So that's kind of what that is. Continuing on with my daily art here with a lion and a bunny and an elephant. These three have a style to them. They're like a pattern mix, I guess you could say, with a limited color scheme. Yeah, I like this, the way it turned out. I like the bunny the best. I think the bunny's pretty cute. I'm not a huge fan of the elephant, and the lion's good, but I do like the bunny the best. So this next page I can't show you because it has my family members on it, because I do like to write, like I said, I like names, so I sometimes will write my family names, all of the members in my family, write all their names down just for funsies. I think I put their birthdays in here too. So I have to skip that page for privacy reasons. But this is actually an original character that my niece created. And so I was trying to draw her character in my style. I don't like how it turned out. I would like to try this again because I think her character deserves better than this. But I did try. But I would like to try again. Oh, I can't show you the next page. A couple of these pages I won't be able to show you because they involve my graphic novel development and I don't want to give that away. So this is just like random sketching. So sketching like camping stuff and beauty stuff and movie icons and childhood. Oh, I can't show you the next page either because that's graphic novel development. Yeah, I could show you this one. So this was part of a short that I did on Instagram, I think. So this is, I bought the Faber-Castell Pitt pens and I was just trying them out. So I really like these pens. And then here we have some little sketches, some little bug sketches. I think they turned out pretty cute. And then trying out some face styles. So this next one, I have to cover names here again. So I have 4 sisters and I designed t-shirts for them all based on the things that they like and the things that the words that they used when I asked them. So these are the different designs that I did end up making into shirts. So that's what this page is about. Let's see. This next page, I was using an anatomy book from the library to practice some sketching there. And then this must be just like a throwaway page because there's not much on it. This, I was camping with my parents and my aunt and uncle, and so I just took my oil pastels out and I did a quick sketch of them all. So these are my parents, these are my aunt and uncle. This next one, you guys, I'm so excited about. This next one, I want to make this bear character into a sticker. I think this bear is so precious, so terribly cute. Like, isn't he adorable? So I need to make him into a sticker. He is just the cutest. And I'm excited for that. And this is again oil pastels on an acrylic background. Here's some more oil pastel mushrooms on an acrylic background. These ones are using a little bit more psychedelic colors. Fun. I do love the mushroom aesthetic, so that's why you see a lot of it. Here's another acrylic page that I didn't end up doing anything on because I did a Chris Hong study. Chris Hong is an artist that I've been following for so many years. I absolutely love her style. I wish I could draw this from my own being. I wish I could create this kind of character. She's terribly cute. The colors are so good. I definitely need to learn from Chris Hong more because, like I said, her style is just phenomenal. So this is definitely Chris Hong's entire piece of art. Like, the character's hers, the coloring is hers. I just tried it and I just tried to copy it, I guess. So definitely go check out Chris Hong because she is incredible. But I loved how this one turned out so much that I don't want to put anything on here for fear that it will transfer and wreck this page. So I'm going to leave it, and I'm fine with that. This page I was going to do, in my other sketchbooks I have often taken a children's picture book and then done like a spread to copy the art style to try and learn more about different art styles. I only got the dragon in, which I love the dragon. He's terribly cute. It was The Bakery Dragon by Devin L. Kurtz, I think is the book. So that would, I don't know if that's the author or the illustrator, but definitely go check out that book if you like this illustration style because it's so cute. But then I ended up doing, as you can tell, an acrylic, no, sorry, not acrylic, an alcohol piece on the other page, and then it wrecked this page, and then I didn't want to continue because I didn't like having to draw over acrylic, so I left this page. I abandoned it. And here are the acrylic, alcohol pieces that I did. They're separate, so this I did just at home, I think, in my art room. And then this piece I did while my husband and I were driving through the mountains in Alberta, Canada. So obviously not realistic colors, but it was something I just quickly did in the car while driving. Again, with that alcohol seep through, it's very difficult to do something on the opposite page because of the seep through, so you really have to get creative, and apparently I just decided to abandon the page and not deal with it. This was an Andrew Loomis study. I got one of his anatomy books and I tried to, you know, practice some sketching. I really enjoy sketching with pen. That's probably my favorite. So that is some of this. Yeah, I thought it was good. I liked it. I really like discovering different angles of a nose. Noses I find really, really hard. So yeah, there was a bit of a study. This was from an oil pastel video inspired by Brofaz. So that's where this lady came from and this lady came from. There you go, inspired by Brofaz. And this I was just testing out some Jesus calligraphy, trying to make it in the profile of an infant. That was around Christmas time. This next one is an Art by Heather video that I made here on my channel recently. So this is all from that video. She does 2-minute sketching, and this is from one of her videos. The next page, I just have some oil pastel fish on an acrylic background, and yeah, cute. They're obviously not really, I mean, they could be the same scene, I suppose, but this one is from above and this one's from the side. It still could be the same scene. This one's just swimming up to the surface, I guess. Anyway, that's that. This one was another video on my channel, drawing horses. I quite like how these turned out. I was happy with the end result. It's hard drawing horses though, I say. I definitely challenge you guys, if you like to do art in any kind of way, try horses. They're hard. The next page is more graphic novel development. This was meant to be an intuitive drawing session, but I got to here and I couldn't find anything in here. So if you guys can see something in here that I could like develop, let me know and then I'll try it. But I just can't see anything in here. Again, this one was another intuitive art session, and so this is what I came up with. And I developed a story that it's a rat podcaster interviewing a melancholic sea monster, and I think that's funny. I think it's funny. The next page is some baby images around Christmas time again, because of the infant Jesus who was born. Yeah, just some sketches for a future project that I later developed. This, I don't know if you can see. I think you guys can kind of see. These are two sketches. This is a frog, this is a seahorse. Yep, that's all I can say. These are my own characters though, so yay! I'm finally getting a little momentum in character design. So I like these two. This one my friend Melanie helped me with. Yeah. Next up is an intuitive art session here on my channel where we came up with a baby carriage in front of a house. Nothing too creative or inspiring, but there it is. Again, we have a spread of colorful mushrooms. I'm thinking about making this into a sticker pack. I think it could be fun. I don't really care for this one, but I do like all the other ones. I really like this one. This one's really fun, and I like the colors. But yeah, let me know if you think I should make this into a sticker pack. And this was a recent washi tape art video that I made here on the channel, and this was the resulting piece of art. So all I did was I drew the character and made her clothes out of washi tape. So that was fun. It was very tedious and how do I say? Very close up, intricate work, but I like the result. And then the cutting had gone through to the next page a little bit, so I decided to make this more of a washi tape piece of abstract art. It's kind of a mountain, but could be anything really, using the washi tape from this page. Right? Oh, not this one. This one's an added one. But anyway, this one is the blob challenge. Do you guys know about the blob challenge? So what you do for a blob challenge is you take whatever kind of color medium you're using, do some random blobs, and then come back to it and make those blobs out of something. So it's a little bit like the intuitive art, but on a smaller, simpler scale. And I love the blob challenge. This one, you can clearly see, I have a question mark here. I don't see anything in this blob. I'm not really sure. This kind of looks like a face profile, but then these things don't make sense. I don't know. Tell me if you see anything in this brown one. But I've got a dragon, some kind of duck or something, a girl's face, some kind of blob with wings, and this could be 2 tomatoes maybe? So anyway, I do like the blob challenge. It's a lot of fun. This one, I have just a spread here. It's 2 cats. It's not really a spread. But I tried the oh, I forget what the breed of cat this is that has these markings. Anyway, I tried to, this one is all in oil pastel and this one is mixed media. So there is water-based marker and there is paint marker and the whiskers are oil pastel. And then fine liner for the hair. So I think this one's really cute. This one's a little bit derpy looking, but this one's cute. This one, I absolutely love how this turned out. I have no idea where this character came from. It's a pizza candle. So it's a candle in the shape of a pizza. And he's loving it. So these are pepperoni or salami slices on a pizza. And it's burning from the wick. And I think he's so cute. I don't know if anyone would really want a sticker of it, but I really like this character. And then I think one of my last pages anyway, this was another attempt at a intuitive art session. I did a little bit of a different approach. I tried more shapes instead of scribbles to see if that would help, because I'm still struggling with how to find something in the scribbles. So I came up with this, and again, couldn't see anything. The only thing I can see is the letter M, the letter E, and a ghost. So I asked my husband if he could see anything, and he gave me Grogu's pod, maybe a foot, like with 3 toes. There's really not much here. I don't know how to make something out of this. So I'm really struggling with the intuitive art process. And my last page is an art goals spread that I got the idea from Chantel on here on YouTube, Chantel Arts. She did an art goals for the year, and it's kind of like a bingo board. So these are the things that I want to work towards this year, and I've circled the ones that I've already completed. So some of that's good. Oh, create a new OC. I could probably circle that because, I mean, to me, an OC is something that you actually want to draw over and over again. So maybe I can't quite do that yet. I don't know. I still need to do my 100 Faces challenge. I got a new printer, but I haven't set it up yet. Yeah, develop my graphic novel more. Complete a sketchbook. I can do that one. Yay! Play with clay. I haven't done that at all this year yet. Add more traditional art to products in my online shop. My online shop is currently run through my Instagram page right now. I don't have a website, but I do have an Instagram page, so go check out my Instagram page for my products. Make 100 paintings. That one's very lofty. I don't think that one's gonna happen, but I want to do plein air, focus on more on art, less on social media. Yes, that one I've been doing well. I'm not on Instagram very much at all anymore. So I think that I could probably circle that one already, but I'll give it a few more months. pray more, yes, for especially for my art pursuit. I want God to be a part of every aspect of my art business. So yeah, pray more in terms of art focus. Sell my remaining coloring books. I have 2 gingerbread coloring books that didn't sell from Christmas time, so I will try again this coming Christmas, and hopefully the last 2 will sell. I think they're great coloring books. Do an art class and take myself on more art dates. Yes, I want to do that. I want to go to like coffee shops, especially now that I have my art travel kit that I made here on the channel. Go check out that video. And then, like I do in pretty much every sketchbook, is before I start the sketchbook, oh, this was supposed to be glued together. Before I start the sketchbook, I take a sample of all of my materials. It helps to know like which ones are dead or just color. Sometimes it doesn't match the barrel, so it's good to know what color it actually is, and then you can find it in your stock and use it. And so I do use this relatively often. So these are my supplies. So these are my pieces of art from my sketchbook of apparently 5 years. I really like these guys. I think he's gonna be an original character. I gotta draw him again to see if I'm really committed to him, but I really like him. But also this little guy, oh my Lanta, he is so cute. But I don't know if he's really an original character or just a cute sticker design, you know what I mean? So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching as I flipped through my sketchbook. It's been so fun, and I've been so excited to complete this because it's gone on for way too long. And I want to start a new sketchbook. I want to start a new sketchbook with you guys. So yeah, I'm looking forward to starting fresh and getting some more practice in. Let me know what page stood out to you the most, which character you liked the most that you saw here. And let me know if you also sketch. That would be cool. And what you like sketching, and maybe some artists that you admire. Like I really admire Chris Hong. See if I can find that page again. I just love her art style. It's so phenomenal. Maybe one day. So for now, we will just look at some of my sketches, I guess. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all of you and everything, all the sweet comments you have. And all the encouragement and everything. I love that. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye!